Hello and welcome to Communication Flow, where we help you let your words go. In this video, let's talk about the special recipes of communication. During our last video, we talked about the different types of models of communication which we considered as the recipes of communication. Now, let's take a look at how different people added their own unique twist to those types of models of communication in order to incorporate their own unique flavor. Let's begin with one of the special recipes, which is linear in nature, Shannon-Weaver's Model of Communication.
The chefs for this special recipe are Claude Shannon, who was an American mathematician as well as an electronic engineer, and Warren Weaver, who was an American scientist. Weaver wrote an article called A Mathematical Theory of Communication, aka the Shannon-Weavers Model of Communication, in the Bell System Technical Journal. Hold up though, if you're thinking that we're going to do math today, then relax because we're not. This model was mathematical because aside from being made by an engineer/mathematician and a scientist, it also focused more on technology. This model was primarily made to explain how radio and television communication worked back in 1949. There are 5 elements in this model. First was the information source, aka the sender, like a TV network. Their message though needs to be encoded into a signal which machines can understand, so there is a need for a transmitter. The signal then travels through a channel which is basically the airwaves. These signals are then in need of being decoded by another machine because let's face it, we can't receive radio waves yet by simply putting our finger on our forehead. After being decoded, the destination aka receiver then receives the message. There is another element though which has been one of the key contributions of this model, and that is the concept of noise. When this model was made, noise solely pertained to things that disrupted television or radio signals, like the bird's nest that prevented Mr. Bean from watching his favorite TV show. As time went on though, people started to transform this model in order to meet the demands of their respective milieus.
This model was kicked up a notch by incorporating concepts which better represent communication. Basically, the definitions which we used in our last video for the elements of communication were inspired in one way or another by this model of communication. That is why Shannon-Weaver's Model of Communication is also called the mother of all models.
For example, when adapted for use in face-to-face communication, the brain serves as the information source. The mouth becomes a transmitter, for it transforms one's thoughts into actual understandable language. The signal is the sound waves, then the ear of the receiver serves as a way to reach the destination. Lastly, noise can be any distraction that a person might experience while communicating.
That wraps up everything that you need to know about Shannon-Weaver's Model of Communication. If you want to get to know how ShRAM's Model of Communication works, then as always, hit like, subscribe to be notified of our next uploads. This is Sir Jock signing off for now. See you in the next video.